700,000 pounds of glyphosate are used every year on vineyards growing wine grapes in California. In Sonoma County, I think it's 40 to 60,000 pounds alone. What advice do you have for us in turning people's heads around to understand the harm that the wineries are doing and how to support organically grown products in the wine world?
In that context, there's a lot of organic vineyards that do not use Roundup or glyphosate, and I would say that that they will benefit from people from doing everything that we can to support those organic vineyards. Like, that's what we should be doing with organic farmers. Like Vandana says, we need to vote with our pocketbooks, we need to vote with our mouths, and we need to vote at our dinner table.
Yeah, and I'd like to add to that a supporter did send us samples, you probably know, and that supporter found glyphosate in all, I believe it was 12 or 10 of the California wines that were tested. And we're doing more testing. And we want them to know that they need to stop. They don't have to use glyphosate on those vineyards. And they will be exposed if they continue to do so, because we don't want it in our wine. And it will be our purchasing power that will shift it. So buy organic wine and biodynamic wine, and that will go a long way. And I've talked to vineyard owners in that area, and many of them are very grateful, and they are switching. They're testing. They've sent me, there are a couple of vineyards that send me results that they did not have glyphosate in their wine, and we make a big deal about that. So there is a shift happening. The entire industry knows what's happening, and some of them are making a shift.
Question down in front here.
In organic wines, I've heard in Sonoma County that there is glyphosate found in organic wines, so to be careful. And I don't know what those studies are, but I've heard that.
Okay.
So.
Just to be clear, it wasn't a study, it was a screening, okay? It's not a scientific study. But yes, there was glyphosate 26 times lower than conventional wine. So conventional wine was 26 times higher. Now, any amount is of concern because 1 part per trillion has been found to stimulate the growth of breast cancer cells, and we know that in Sonoma and Napa Valley, they have higher levels of breast cancer than the rest of the nation. So this is, again, affecting women in a very large way. So, and we believe that drift is happening with the organic wine. It's in the irrigation water. It could be, in the soil, residues. But still, there are many organic wines that do not have glyphosate. So we encourage you to continue to support them.